What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today in Top War, we are going to be talking about a feature that somebody in our last had asked us about, and it's equipment. So equipment is going to be in your arsenal, and you're going to see at level 65 you can start making equipment. You're going to see this tab right here when you click on equipment, and there's going to be 3 different selections. You can either configure equipment, produce materials, or craft equipment. Now we're going to go over all 3 of these segments really quick. It's not going to be a super long video, but that's what we're doing today. So we're going to jump right into configure equipment first. And I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory on what configure equipment is. You obviously on each one of your Army, your Navy, and your Air Force, you have 5 different selections that you can do. Now, I primarily started off as Army. I have switched over from Army to Air Force. So, a couple of my things are not exactly right. But, we're going to look at the Army tab because that's what I have the most on right now. And I can switch over my microchip. So, we're going to get into that. So, you got 5 different equipments that you can make. You can make shields, you can make attacking engines. So, I don't know what these are. So this one says it's an inspection hitch, and then microchips. And you can make those for your Army, your Navy, and your Air Force. They're all 3 the same equipment. These are just placing the equipment that you make into these slots. Now, as soon as you hit level 65, level 65, as soon as you hit level 65, it is very, very important to go into this tab and go to produce materials. Why produce materials not at the top? I don't know, but you're going to go into produce materials. And you're going to see this tab right here to produce materials. All these materials are completely free to produce. So at level 65, you need to start making something. It doesn't matter what you make. You can make the steel, you can make the bolts, the chips, the rubber, the tungsten, the energy batteries, or the glass. It doesn't matter what you're making. Always be making something. Always have 5 of these queued up in your arsenal at all times. Now, I personally would not merge these. You can obviously see here, you merge them all to green, to blue, to purple, to gold. I wouldn't merge these until you know what you're going to make. Like I have 30 of the microchips. Don't merge them unless you know exactly what you're going to be making. And to know what you're going to be making, you go to craft equipment down here at the bottom. Now in craft equipment, you can see you have the different things that you would need for the configure equipment. You have all 5 of these. They're all 5 here too. And you can see exactly what you need. And you got gold ones for the Army, the Navy, the Air Force on that lowest slot. And then you got purples for Army, Navy, Air Force. Blues for only the Army and the Air Force. Green for just the Navy. And then grays for all 3 of them on that one. Shields, same thing. You got the little engines. You got little sonars and radars and stuff like that. And then you got microchips. Microchips are universal. You can use them on anything. Like this one is the one I'm going for now because like I said, I got the 30 little transistors. I'm going to try and get the glass next. But you need these blueprints. The blueprints are really important to have. And there's no real good way for me to explain to you how to get blueprints. You kind of just have to come about them in different events. It's kind of unfortunate. There's not really a good way to get blueprints. If anybody knows a better way to get blueprints, please do let me know in the comments. As far as I know, there is no super good way to get blueprints. But once you get whatever, find out what you want, just kind of go through and see which blueprints you have. Like I have one of these that I can make these if I had the blue equipment and such like that. And like I said, I'm switched over to Air, so I'm going to be starting to make some Air Force ones here really soon. And you just kind of have to know what you can make and how fast you can make it. Grays obviously make the fastest, greens the next, blues, purples, and then the legendaries take the longest because you need that type, this many of each one of those materials, level 1 materials for grays, level 2s for greens, level 3s for blues, 4s for purples, and 5s for golds. And that's going to all be here in the merge equipment. So you're going to want to make sure you have these merged up to what you need. But like I said, it's very important to be always making these. If it runs out overnight, remake them. Make new ones. And keep them all, I would personally keep them all gray unless you have a specific item that you are trying to go for. Like if you're trying to go for this one, make them all into blues until you get that many stills, 20 stills, 20 screws, and then 20 or 30 of the tungstens. So if you know what blueprint you're going for and that's what you want for that unit, merge them up to that level and leave them there. I wouldn't merge them further than that because yes, while you have a split tab here, it does cost you a little bit to split them. As you can see, it's 728 cc's of gold each time I split one from a purple down to 4 blues. So I would leave that in the grays and then you can always merge them up. So once you hit 65, just start making random ones of these and go with it until you know exactly which one you're going to craft for your equipment. Like I said, there's not really any good ways to get equipment. I'm not sure if we even have any events going on right now that I can show you that you get equipment from, because this one, I guess you get one right here. Like for the last transport center, you do get a blue or white blueprint right here. And you just kind of run across these randomly. Like right here, you would get a purple one if you bought the $20 pack here. Let's see what else we got. We got the Alliance Transport Center. You do get at least one purple. It's completely random what you get, which is kind of unfortunate. Like I said, there's really no good way that I can explain to you of how to get these blueprints. You just kind of have to stumble across them and hope you get lucky on them. I've yet to ever see a legendary blueprint for anything. Like, just like you go through mine, I'm a level 80. I don't have any legendaries for blueprints. So, like I said, if somebody knows how to get the legendary ones or whatever, because like it gives you the option to merge these, I don't know what that would do for you. You know, like there's just no good way to get these at all. Disarming them, that's just what you've already made. You can disarm them back into these. Like I could disarm my blue ones and stuff if I wanted to back into blue equipment, since I've switched from army to air, and be able to make some air force stuff. That's all the disarming part does. Crafting's where you're going to be at the most, and producing materials. It does take a long time to produce these. I think it's 2 hours each little thing that you are producing. So it does take some time. But that is the equipment tab. If you guys have any other questions about equipment or anything else Top War related, please let me know and I will try to help you as much as possible on these. But that's all I have for you guys on this video. Like I said, if you guys think of anything else that you can want to know on it that we haven't already done a video on, let me know. I'll make a video on it. But until next time, guys, make sure you guys have a spectacular night. And as always, stay crispy.